All right, man, what's up? Let's get to it. Good morning. How we doing? Hope you guys had a good weekend. We've got some work to do here. Bar 27. Closing up here 3.5 minutes. You're looking at a 5-minute NQ. Let's see what we got. So, thoughts? What do you guys think? Are we going to take out that low? Or are we headed back toward the high? Or is this going to be the story? Oh man, let's hope not. But man, these bulls are trying. Maybe we enter a little soft bull channel, get us up away from that low. I don't know. Let's see. How we doing? Hope we had a good weekend. All right, 250 out here from the close of 26. Here on the 5. Let's see what we get. All right, actually, let's run a poll. All right, I'm gonna run a poll on the low of day sweep. So make sure you vote in that. Let's see what everyone's thinking. All right, minute 55 out from the close of 26. Looks like it's gonna be inside the wick high of 20. Yeah, but let's see how it closes up. Now, obviously, my number one concern here, again, I'll draw it a second time, is that big range potentially becoming a thing. ATR is 50, which is more than reasonable. We can work with an ATR of 50. Here we come into the rollover of 26 into 27. Looks like it's going to be a whole lot of nothing. Big wick up top. Bulls, you better step in. Otherwise, I'd say we're looking at range. So far here, we got 55% of you think NQ is going to take out the low a day. That many, really? Okay, so I think you guys are betting on this range, huh? Come on, Bulls, go! I'm sick of the range, go! Daniel Big Dog, what's up? My weekend was good, man. It was very good. Although yesterday, I went to start up My Maserati, I hadn't driven it in months. Click. Fucking battery's dead. So I had to deal with that. I'm not really a car guy, man. I can work on cars, I know how to do it, I just don't fucking like doing it. I did it too much as a kid. So now we just, we do this so we don't have to do things we don't want to do, right? Alright, 28, come on now. How's our poll going? 50-50, come on. Can we get some decision making going here? All right, 28, 90 seconds out here till the close. See if we can get a pop. We could use a pop. MD, what's up, brother? How we doing? There you go, Bulls. All right, we're 351 out from the close here, bar 29, and I'm watching 29. You got 27, 28, 29, inside the wick high of bar 20, which I don't love. But yeah, kinda. It's there. All right. Good balls. The question is, can we get above the wick high at 20 and keep moving? Okay, so ATR here is sitting at 44. Bears are going to try to pull it on back here into the channel after 28.29. Couple of ugly little bars. Effectively dojis. Question, do you need it to clear the high of bar 20 for it to qualify as a soft bull channel? For me, yeah, I need it to clear that, ideally close maybe twice. At least once. Outside of that, above the wick high of 20. Bar 20, that is, right? Just counting from the New York Open. By the way, if you're new here, that's what those numbers are. You're just counting the bars from the New York Open. But until then, to me, it looks like a big sideways range. So we gotta let it do its thing. And if I get a setup in the meantime, I'll hit it. All right, let's see if the Bears can pull us back into the range. If the Bulls end up taking us up higher, clearing the wick high at 29 and bar 20, then gives us a close, ideally. Then we can start looking at this as a soft bull channel. Till then, I want to see if these Bears are going to take us lower and try to test that low a day. Wick low 15. All right, I'll be back before this candle closes. One sec. All right. So, we're a minute 5 out here from the close of bar 31. And I may have a short on my hands. Now, the concern, or the counter argument, I should say, not really a concern, is that wedge becomes a thing. If it does, so what? We got to see if this sets up for me, and if it does, I got to pull it. Pull the trigger, that is. 10 seconds, stop limit sell ready. Place him. See if the Bears won it. No fill yet. Three seconds. Damn, Bears okay. No fill, no trade. We'll move on here to bar 32. Bears try to take this thing lower. We're a minute 43 out here from the close of bar 32. Let's see what that brings us. All right, here comes the rollover. And you see 32 closing just inside the wick low of 31. We've got an argument going on here. The bears want this, and they want to crack at the low of 15, which is the low of day. The bulls want this to become a thing. Clearly. So let's see who wins. All right, what's up, bulls? You want to take this into a big soft bull wedge? Let's turn it into a channel? You know, this actually is worth a stab for me if I only risk the wick low of 32. So I'm gonna bet on the soft bull channel just for a scalp. And C, small trade, 50 micros, and that's getting above, by the way, the wick high of 32 on 33. Close the open at 34. Now, on a trade like this, if you wanted to, you could risk the wick low at 22. You could actually risk the wick low at 15, but with each one, you'd have to increase the reward. At least to make it make sense mathematically. You guys know the drill. Now we got to see if they're going to take out the low of 15. Update the trade count here. And I want to see if I can get something bigger. You know, ATR is holding up. We're still at 42. I like that. What's up, M-Star? Yeah, that was a little low probability, higher reward to risk scalp stab. So when you take one of those and lose, you should not care if you think about the math, because you're going to lose most of them. But a lot of people don't get that, so that's okay. Man, bears are trying. They want to see if we can take out that low. That low of 15. All right, we're 350 out here from the close of bar 35. We'll see. All right. Let's get ready here. Just in case. Bar 35 is something I got to do. Closing up 10 seconds. See if they can clean up that wick. Not looking very promising out of the bears, is it? Ugly close. Ugly close. Right inside the wick low of 34. So let's watch 36. All right, we got 2 minutes, 40 seconds out here to the close of bar 36. Okay, we got the low of 15 around 62, which is the low of day, of course, of 15 points out. Let's see if the Bears want to take it. They didn't take it last time. Also, I'm watching how 36 closes up, but we're so damn close to the low. It's tough, especially in a trading range. I'm gonna let it go. Closed a little too low for my taste. Now, if we were in a soft bear channel, I would take that. In a range, I gotta skip it. Nico, do you take the backside on a range trade? You mean the reversion back into the range? Yeah, of course. If I get a reasonable setup. Doesn't have to be perfect, but it should be reasonable. Then you could, of course, risk what would be the low at day here or the most recent curl. Or the signal bar, of course. So you see holding off on 36. When you're in a range and you close, I know that a lot of people like to put RAM in a box. They think it's just like a single setup or it's not as nuanced as it really is. You're only hurting yourself. This is really, really close to the stop hunt, and this is a big sideways range. Now, if you took it, I wouldn't be mad at you. But long term, I'd rather have you skip that one more often than you take it. The selection doesn't have to be perfect, by the way. It just has to be reasonable more often than it isn't. So yeah, now I'm looking to see if you got 37. Now I'm looking to see if 38 gives me something reasonable here. That would be the bare minimum for me to get long. $250 out here. You see the bulls trying to drive us up out of the hole. True range. Oh, man. All right. Okay. 40 seconds. Yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on this here. We are coming right back into the 20. I'm okay with it since we're in a big range and we've already seen that. It's nothing new. But it's got to be a reasonable close here. So, 18 seconds. Go ahead, get my copier engaged. Let's see if the bulls want it. Get that stop move by ready, up out of the way, bring it back down. Place him for the rollover. And let's see if the bulls take it. Come on, bulls, you bunch of babies! I'm gonna give that the full 30. No fill, no trade. Gotta pull it. Question, how much should I start with? Well, what do you mean? Do you mean in a personal account or do you mean the size of a prop account? I think if you're just starting, your best bet, because like bare minimum what you could do is you could open a like Ninja Trader account or an AMP futures account or something and throw a few $1,000 in and trade one micro. If you wanted to trade a mini, I mean, to give yourself some wiggle room, you're probably talking, I'd say 20 to 30,000. To have some wiggle room so you can actually eat drawdowns. But if you're very new, you're just going to lose it. So I would encourage you to start with a cheap prop eval account and just trade a micro in it until you're confident that you have positive expected value. That's the smart way to do it. Well, ATR is starting to fall a bit here, 36. Yes, I'm live every day. All right, bulls, come on now. Let's get us back up toward the high end of this range. It'd be real nice if we can go take out the high end day. It seems silly to bring that up when we're tempting fate with the low a day here, but it seems like the bears just don't want it. ATR 36, 30 seconds out here from the close of 39. Bar 39, that is, from the New York Open. I use the affordable indicators copy trader. I've tested a bunch of them. That one treats me the best. I have the least amount of issues. All right, Bulls, there you go. Get us up out of this hole, man. I'm sick of 23-3. We're too close to that low a day with doing nothing about it. So, okay, let's drive it higher. Or let's take out the low and head way, way lower, man. Either or, I'm cool with it. Let's just move. ATR starting to fall a bit here. Below 35 now here on the 5 minute. All right, bar 40. Close it up here, 15 seconds out. Look at that insecure close. Jesus, you see this? Look, 40 closing right at the wick low, if not a tad inside the wick low of 39. This is a battle. Little low volatility battle down here. The bulls want to take it higher. The bears want to test the wick low of 15, low a day, obviously. Now, really, what I would really like to see, if bar 41 could close above the wick high of 38, we roll over to 42, and it closes up here, then I'm getting long on a stop split buy, risking probably the signal bar itself. But right now, you see we're tempting this. Well, obviously, first of all, we have the big trading range, the one that we're all paying attention to. And now we're tempting this little, well, I probably shouldn't draw it again. There we go. Now we're tempting this. If we see that play out for another 10, 15 minutes, it's going to kill volatility even more. ATR now down to 33. Bottom right of your screen there, that red number. That's the average range in points of a 5-minute bar. And it's going down. We don't want that. All right, coming into the close here, bar 41. 5 seconds. Inside the wick low of 40. Still battling. Battle. HR down to 31, man. Let's see if this dips below 30. All right, we got about 2 minutes out here from the close of 42, man. This ATR is starting to come on in, volatility. It's fading, sitting at 32. There's just not enough meat on the bone with the shorts until we can take out the low a day. It is clear as day. All right, I'm pulling the trick out of the hat. Hey, somebody please make a phone call. Back in 2. All right. Welcome back. And no, I most certainly did not miss 43. 43 is not a setup. 43 is right at the wick low of 15. All right. So you see the bear is barely taking out the low of day and heading right back into the range. That's not at all unexpected, by the way, because it's range. So let's see if the bulls want to take this thing higher now. If the bears want to continue downside, man, let's do it. Either way, now that we, maybe our infatuation with the low of day is done. All it takes for me is a nice clean little setup, a continuation style setup, up out of this hole above the wick high of 38 at a minimum. Otherwise, we're in this smaller variation of the trading range. Yeah, this ATR at the bottom, that's nothing special. All that is an ATR indicator, a NinjaTrader, laid over the range indicator in the same box. That's it. Well, you know, ATR here on a 5-minute, again, this is a 5-minute NQ chart, is 33. So we're not dipping below 30, at least not yet. The bears are just infatuated with this daily low. Now, by the way, if you haven't yet, I appreciate you hitting like on the live stream. Or dislike, big dog. Whatever makes you happy. And maybe these bulls can get us up out of the hole. Or these bears can get us away. Either way, man. All right, minute 10 out here from the close of 45. Okay, we're 18 seconds out. Now, bar 45. Remember how brutal this was? You remember? Bar 45 is going to be the first bar, if it can even do it, to close beneath that previous low of the day, the wick low of 15. So there we go. First bar closing beneath. Now, if I get a repeat of 45, even if it's smaller on 46, closes clean, then I'll short it. But I cannot short that first close. There's way too much of a risk of that just coming right back into the trading range for that to make logical sense. For me, at least. And do whatever you like. Let's see what we get off 46 here. That's right, ATR back to 35. All right, 255 out here from the close of 46. Okay. 50 seconds out. Come on now, Bears. Get us back down. Give me a nice clean close. I'm ready just in case. Huge wick. Gonna close above the midpoint on that bear body. Alright, let's watch 47. 3 minutes. Good, Bears. Keep that push in. All right, halfway through bar 47. All right. All right. 27 seconds. Go ahead and get that copier engaged. And all I need here is a nice bear close within reason beneath the wick low of 46. And I'm happy with that. Stop limit sell ready. Go ahead and place that guy. I'm going to give it 10 seconds because it closed inside the wick. You see that? Inside the wick low 46. No fill in 10 seconds. 10 is less than my minimum of 15, by the way, on a reasonable setup. But if the bear is in a situation like this, where they're trying to turn it into a trend, man, if they want to take it in 3 seconds, I'll put it on. But it's not like I'm going to give that 25. All right, watching bar 48. Come on, Bears. Put me in the game, man. I want to participate. We've got 48 closing here. 2 minutes, 48 seconds. And give me a nice clean close, and I will be shorting it. Minute 15 out. Bears, give me a clean close. And then I want to see 22,000. We'll wave at 23 as we pass by, sitting short. All right, 30 seconds. Copy trader engaged. Let's go, you bears. Close me up. Ten seconds. Stop limit sell ready. Place him for the rollover. Rollover. Take it! Come on, you bears. Put me in. Take it. Take it. You babies! They don't want it. I gotta pull it, man. I gave it 31 seconds. Alright, we watched 49. Oh my goodness. Why not just mark it in? Yeah, use a market order to get in. Yeah, sure. On a setup like this, though, where we're trying to turn into a trend after an all-day range, I want the bears to prove to me that I want to be filled, which means take out the wick low of 48 and give me a fill. There's a reason I use stop limit entries on most continuation trades. All right, watching bar 49 here. Beautiful bears. See, that's what I wanted to participate in. They didn't take my order. So now I wait on 49, see if I get another shot at it. I want them to take it quick. All right, halfway through bar 49 here. Question, why do you trade time-based charts and not tick charts or something else? I just like how time-based charts are consistent, they're predictable. It lets me balance my preferred balance, right? Set of quantity versus average. I'll call it quality, even though it's a little bit misleading. It doesn't matter, though. I mean, if you want to trade tick charts, dude. If you're not making money on time charts, I'll tell you one thing, you're not going to make money on tick charts. The answer is you have no discipline or methodology. The answer is not, oh, I must be trading time charts, that's why I'm fucking losing. Oh man, it's because you're not doing repeatable things that are logical, right? You fucking care too much when you lose. Because you're trading too big. Here we go. 40 seconds out. All right, you beautiful bears. You want it this time? $10 seconds, stop limit sell. Ready? Place him for the rollover, and sweep it. Let's see if the bears want to take my order this time. $8 seconds, they'll take it. Stop goes above 49. All right. See what the bears got. ATR is only 32, by the way. Step in, you bears. Bar 50, you son of a gun. You gotta earn it, Bulls. You want it, man? You gotta take out the wick high of 49. That's how this works, big dogs. Alright, Bears, fade that thing now. Do it to him. Off a cliff, baby. Alright, Bulls, do it to me. Cut that shit, move on. Oh, bar 50. How will I ever recover, man? I don't know. Alright, there's trade number 2. Let's see if we end up ranging again. Alright, 50's rolling over here. 16 seconds. I'm down 6.1. 6,100 bucks. Which is really not that much. Third of the averages here. I want some bigger trades though. This is a bunch of little stuff. ATR 32. What time is it? 12:40. Alright. Okay, 350 out here from the close of 51. Okay, 10 seconds here. We got 51. Get that up out of the way. Place him 1 tick above the wick high of 51 and see if the bulls want to take it. Get long there, and I'm gonna risk the wick low of 51. Let's see. All right, I'm sitting long. There's a bit of a pop, huh? See if the bulls can maintain this. We just get news. Well, nothing super meaningful coming through the wire yet. But we clearly got something. Iran has agreed to some US points in private talks. Yep. Nah, the numbers beneath each candle, we're just counting the candles from the New York Open. That's it. Doji out of 53, rolling over into 54. Well, ATR is sitting at 32, man. I really don't want to see that dip below 30. All right, cut it. Oh, you bulls, man. All right. Top here's flat. HR sitting 33. Well, I'll tell you what, man. I think I'm going to go hit lunch. I need to see if this is going to range or if we're actually going to bear trend throughout the afternoon, because I got to tell you, I'm not so convinced. How wide was this morning? $120, 125, 130 points. Kind of tight, man. All right, I'll tell you what, I'm off to lunch, man. Have a good afternoon, guys. Hopefully, this market will make a decision and we'll get some good action this afternoon. As long as that ATR stays above 30, I'm okay. If we could head back to the 40s, man, that'd be even better. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Midas Monday. Let's make it a better Tuesday. Maybe make it a better afternoon. All right, guys, see you soon.